Due to the hundreds of killings by terrorists across Nigeria, Peter Obi has called on Tinubu to cut short his visit in France and rush back to Nigeria to face governance. Tinubu has spent more than 2 weeks in France. Despite all the problems in Nigeria, he has not bothered to fly back to Nigeria to address the issues. Writing on his verified X handle, Peter Obi said, "Mr. President, domestic problems beckons. I am compelled at this time in our lives as a nation to call on our retreating president's attention to the security challenges at home, which entails that he immediately suspend his ongoing retreat in a foreign land and come back to address the overwhelming security situation across the country. This urgent call has become necessary following the rising incidents of crimes and criminalities all over Nigeria with an apparent absence of governance. In the 2 weeks you have been away, over 150 Nigerians have lost their lives to insecurity across Nigeria, especially in Plateau and Zamfara states. The repeated pipeline explosions in the Niger Delta further reflect a nation in distress. In the northeast, Borno state leaders are bemoaning the return of insurgency with troops and civilians being killed randomly. In the southeast, the story is the same, killings and abduction. Amid all this, the CEO of the troubling company called Nigeria is retreating in faraway land, France, from the company's headquarters. The primary duty of any government is securing the lives and property of its citizens, and one wonders the type of retreat going on in another country where peace has been secured by their leaders while blood continues to flow in our country. The fight for a better Nigeria is not about individuals. It is about ensuring that every citizen can see, feel and benefit from the policies and decisions of those in power. I therefore like to urge Mr. President to quickly suspend whatever he is doing in France and rush home to take responsibility by addressing these disturbing issues. That is the new Nigeria that the nation seeks." If you're a foreigner watching this, you might find it strange that a president of a country doesn't deem it fit to return to his country despite the massacres going on. It has never happened in your own country. But this is what Nigerians have to deal with. They don't give a damn about the people. They don't care about the poor masses. Imagine all these massacres are going on and the man is still sitting there, whatever he's doing in France. He doesn't deem it fit to even transfer power to his deputy so he can take charge, deploy more police or army to these scenes to prevent attacks. In Benue, for instance, a massacre just happened. In Plateau State, the same thing. Just a few days apart, 50-something people were killed. Another 51 were killed just 2 days after. So all this go on. How can Nigerians say they have a government? Nigerian politicians don't understand what governance means. All they care about is acquiring the position, whatever it takes. They just want to be called the president or a governor. They feel that after being president, they just appoint people to handle this, handle that. You be the chief of army staff, you be this. They think that after doing all these appointments, the responsibility suddenly shifts from them to the people they appointed. Even now, their supporters are asking what are the governors of these states doing? As if they have any power. They don't control the army, they don't control the police. Who is responsible for security in Nigeria? It lies on the desk of the president. Even Tinubu himself acknowledged it when he was in opposition. As you can see his old tweets, he was attacking Jonathan, telling him that he should take charge of security because he is the one that handles security in Nigeria. Now the narrative is shifting. They are calling on governors to do what? Someone who can't call on the army to deploy without the army getting signal from the headquarters. And who controls that headquarters? So this is what Nigerians have to deal with.
Shooting students now. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. They are shooting students.
They are shooting students.
And it's the soldiers themselves.
What they done?
Nigeria is not officially at war, but there is war going on in Nigeria at the moment. These people have an agenda. Even in countries where they are officially at war, you don't hear about people being killed in massive numbers. You don't hear 50 people being killed as they go. What have these people done to deserve this on the week of Easter? It is time for these communities to stand their ground, despite the fact that they are not the aggressors. They keep running, but their attackers keep coming and killing them in numbers. It is time for them to arm themselves and defend themselves. Yes, with the active help from the state government. They have to do this now, otherwise they face extinction. These people are encroaching in their lands, killing them, burning their homes, and occupying their homes, knocking down remnants of the buildings they've burnt and rebuilding them to take occupation. This is what is going on in a country. Despite the fact that we have government, all the security agencies are there, but a group of people keep killing others inside the same country. It's not as if they invaded from another country. A group of people, a group of terrorists keep massacring people, taking over their lands, and nothing is being done. No, it has to stop now.
We have made investments in security, but like all human arrangements, sometimes they fail. And I want to admit that on Sunday night into Monday morning, we failed you. Please forgive us.
Governor Mutfwang of Plateau State visiting the scene of a massacre in his state. Even the governor had to visit in an armored personnel carrier. So you can imagine what the local people face on a daily basis. It is time to arm the community so that they can defend themselves. They can't continue running forever. When are they going to stop? No. These terrorists, the only thing they understand is force. Return fire for fire, and they will stop attacking them. The Nigerian government is mostly concerned about retaliation by the victims. Yes, which actually makes them complicit, because they should have made sure that these massacres don't take place in the first place. They suppress the news. That's why legacy media in Nigeria mostly don't report about them. They are concerned about people taking the law into their hands and retaliating and, going after people trying to kill them. Of course, they've set an example. The Supreme Court set a dangerous precedent by denying the appeal of one Adamawa farmer who retaliated against his attacker. They said the man must die, that it was a premeditated murder, despite the fact that he was defending himself. So these are the issues. Apart from arming the communities to defend themselves, what is the army doing? What is the police doing? There are drones that can stay in the air for more than 24 hours. Why can't they deploy them in these communities? At least to use these drones to follow the attackers.
akwai sojoji a wurin da aka kashe su sojojin suna harbin su a inda za su gadin faruwa sa da su.
There is nothing more fulfilling like delivering justice. These people attack ordinary innocent people for no just cause, and they get away with it. They escape. No one ever catches them to make them to pay for their crimes. That's why they keep coming back. Imagine in Plateau State, in a space of few days, under 1 week, they've killed more than 100 people, including women and children. The governor should, as a matter of urgency, while they are still training communities to defend themselves, they should order these drones. These drones are on the shelves. They can be ordered and shipped immediately. They can use these drones to track these people. They can track them wherever they escape to, so as to deliver justice to them. If these terrorists know that something huge is waiting for them, they will think twice before invading and massacring people. Yes, it is because they know that they can go and commit these massacres and escape without being hurt. That's why they plan an attack every day. As we are speaking right now, they might be planning on attacking another community. This is how to be proactive in handling security issues. Since they mostly attack at night when people are sleeping, they need to make sure that these drones are equipped with infrared so that tracking them will be made very easy. Tinubu and others in power must wake up to their responsibilities. We are in 2025. They shouldn't be allowing terrorists to drive people away from their lands, not just driving them away from their lands, also massacring them to make sure that no one comes back to the land to claim ownership. We are in modern times. If they need land, they need to approach the people and pay for it. That's how everyone does. Theirs should not be different. The Nigerian government should not allow people to continue on a land grabbing and conquest in these modern times. Yes, and the mere fact that they are killing people in massive numbers, no responsible government should ever tolerate that. All life should matter, irrespective of religion or ethnicity. Thanks for watching.